Greetings, everyone. Blu-rays. There was a lot of great deals over the course of the holiday season. I bought a lot of stuff just before Christmas because there's a lot of pre-Christmas sales. And then, of course, Boxing Day is really when I just made off like a bandit. There were so many good deals to be had. Probably spent a lot more than I should have, but whatever. It only comes around once a year, and it's not often you get to splurge like that. You know, when you're a collector like me, that time of year is a big deal because you can really, give the collection a nice little injection of new material without having to break the bank quite so much. So pretty cool stuff. So this time around, I thought we'd talk about some of the sci-fi pickups, a couple of reacquisitions that I wanted to mention just because I got amazing deals on them, and a couple of new ones. And that's what we're going to talk about today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. The Serene Spirit of Schwarzenegger. I think that's a good title for this episode, and that's what it's going to be, well, as you just saw. Yeah, so whatever does that title mean? Well, let's take a look and see what we got here. First off, the Serene part, a reacquisition. This is actually something that I sold back during the so-called Great Purge of 2010. I bought it. I originally got this as a Boxing Day deal, I guess the year before, which was, I don't know, I think it was the same year that this particular title came out on Blu-ray. Normally, at the time, it went for about $70 new, 70, 75 bucks new. So I got it for sale on Boxing Day for $30, which was, less than half price. That was just a no-brainer at the time because it was just unheard of to see this particular set that cheap. And then a few years later, I ended up selling it. Unfortunately, times were tough, needed money. I made sure to watch all of it before selling it, just so, I wouldn't be hurting to watch it again anytime soon. And, well, I've been kind of itching to watch it again and wanting to get it back in the collection for a little while, but the price was always prohibitive. However, on Boxing Day, I saw this going for, I kid you not, $9.99. What am I talking about? Joss Whedon's criminally short-lived sci-fi series, Firefly. Yes, on Blu-ray for $10. That is unheard of. I couldn't believe that when I saw it. And it was on a rack that was kind of hidden from the main aisle, so it was out of the way. So I knew that even though I was working Boxing Day, I was off at like 1:30, so I would have time to shop after work. As it turned out, I was too exhausted, and I went home and had a nap, and then I came back and shopped later. But there was piles of them left, and yeah, so I grabbed one, and wow, $10 for the complete series of Firefly. And of course, getting the complete series of Firefly, you got to complete the story with Serenity. Now this one, of course, sadly was not on sale, and I think this actually cost $11, so it's kind of funny I got the movie for more than I paid for the complete series. So I have not actually owned Serenity on Blu-ray before. I used to have it on DVD many moons ago. It was not the special edition version, it was just the original release. And I have not owned it since. Even when I had Firefly on Blu-ray, I never got around to picking up Serenity. So now I can actually properly watch the complete saga. So yeah, definitely looking forward to checking that out again. Especially looking forward to checking this out again because I haven't seen it probably in about 5 years. Yeah, good stuff. Alrighty, so that takes care of the Serene part. What about the Schwarzenegger part? Yes, well, Governor Schwarzenegger is back in Hollywood doing movies. So it's, a pretty good time to revisit some of his classic action romps from the bygone days of yesteryear. One of which is a recent re-release that I've had my eye on ever since it was announced. We have the Ultimate Recall edition of Total Recall. This is a really, really nice set. Lots of extras. We got an interview with director Paul Verhoeven, a restoration comparison, which basically shows just how much they cleaned it up. The transfer on this is fantastic, by the way. Definitely worth checking out. Making a featurette audio commentary with both Arnold Schwarzenegger and director Paul Verhoeven. I've not listened to that yet. Imagining Total Recall documentary, models and skeletons, the special effects of Total Recall, and more. And this is a, of course, a combo pack, which has both the DVD and the Blu-ray. Underneath is basically the French packaging. It's basically the same. It's just a reversible packaging. So anyway, been wanting to get this for a long time because this is one of my favorite Schwarzenegger sci-fi romps. Plus, it's by Paul Verhoeven, who's a favorite director of mine. He's the guy who brought us RoboCop and Starship Troopers. Love Paul Verhoeven's sci-fi stuff. I think he should really do more because some of his non-sci-fi stuff has been not so good. Showgirls, anyone? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, wanted to get that in the collection. Apparently the previous Blu-ray release, which you see on sale all the time, they can't give the bloody thing away, has an absolutely god-awful transfer. Don't waste your time with that. If you want to get Total Recall on Blu-ray, this is the one to get. Now that said, I think I need to get it again because I was watching it just to, you know, sort of skim through it, check out the transfer quality and stuff like that. And I got to, there's a scene where, I want to say dream sequence, except the whole thing may or may not be a dream sequence, depending on your interpretation. But there's this sort of dream sequence where, you know, psychic vision or whatever, where the camera's doing this beautiful sweeping shot into the atmospheric processing plant, and this is this gorgeous, massive model shot, and it's really nice with some really nice music by Jerry Goldsmith, and love the score in that, by the way, and it skips in the middle of that beautiful sweeping shot. And I thought, well, maybe it was just a hiccup, so I ran it back, and no, sure enough, it skipped again at the exact same point, so I think I've got a bad disc. Oh well. I see this one going for cheap all the time anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. It's just kind of annoying. And sadly, it took me a little bit too long to discover that, so now it's well past the return period, and I can't just exchange it, so... Oh well, sucks to be me. Such is life when you're a collector. Now, last but most definitely not least, this was a pre-Christmas deal. This was just some random Blu-rays that they had on sale at the store, and I could not pass this one up. This is one I've been wanting to pick up for quite a while. I heard a lot of good things about it. I was a little bit wary just because of some of the other sequels in this particular franchise that I had seen and that weren't particularly thrilling. But I was assured by those whose opinions I trust that this one was worth checking out. I'm of course talking about, this could be the spirit of Schwarzenegger rather than Schwarzenegger himself, Predators. Yeah, with the slipcover no less. Quite nice. You don't see that around very much anymore. So quite nice, a nice embossed slipcover, very shiny and pretty. I should mention something. I had heard of Adrian Brody, and I had heard about him here and there, but funny enough, I had never seen a single movie that he'd been in. To me, he was just this random good-looking guy who was on the cover of a lot of GQ magazines and stuff like that, and it was all about styling and whatnot. So I was quite surprised to see him as the star of Predators, basically doing a rough-and-tumble mercenary action-adventure character. Gets plenty dirty, doesn't look pretty at all in it. And I thought he was great in it. You know, so to me now, Adrian Brody isn't just that good-looking GQ guy, he's that action movie guy. So, yeah, I was talking to Stout, and he said that he saw some other movie Adrian Brody was in, where he was a starving Jewish guy. So he says, to me, Adrian Brody's always been that starving Jewish guy. But I guess it's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? But I really enjoyed this a lot. I did watch some of the extras as well. Robert Rodriguez, of course, was involved with this. And Robert Rodriguez is like the ultimate fanboy of everything. So when he does something, you know he's doing it out of a labor of love. And he handpicked the director for this because he felt he could handle the material. And I really enjoyed it a lot. I thought it really harkened back to the original Predator. There's a lot of lurking through the jungle, a lot of suspense, a lot of building of tension. There's a pretty good stretch of the movie where you don't even see any predators. It's like, but the thing is, you know they're around. You know that the characters are being hunted, and it really just builds this wonderful sense of tension because you know that once the predators show up, these guys are fucked, basically. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it a lot. Let's just take a little quick peek at the packaging here. So we got the back there. It's Adrian Brody letting out his battle cry. There we go. So then we got, this is a DVD Blu-ray combo pack with a digital copy. We have a digital copy there. And we have an ad for Mirrors 2. I've not seen any of the Mirrors movies. Might check them out at some point. They look like fun little horror romps. So there you go. So you got, this is actually a combo disc. It's the digital copy plus DVD edition. And then you have the Blu-ray, of course. So, oh, maybe it's not. No, it's actually not a combo disc. My bad. It's actually just a physical disc with the digital copy on it. Never mind then. But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. I thought it really, like I said, it really captured the flavor of the original, and it was a good return to form for the Predator franchise. As to whether or not they're going to do any more of them, I guess that remains to be seen. I don't know how well this did in the theaters. I think it did fairly well. Yeah, but some pretty cool extras on here. They actually have some motion comics that serve as a prequel story. Give you some background about some of the characters and even some of the Predators. 2-disc set. Yeah, 2-disc set. Whatever. It's the second disc is a digital copy, so it's really just a 1-disc set of stuff that matters. Includes over 60 minutes of all new bonus material. You got Predators in high definition. Really? Did you list Predators in high definition as a bonus feature? Seriously? Come on. Duh. Robert Rodriguez presents motion comics, exclusive prequel vignettes, moments of extraction for Isabel, Cuchillo, Hanzo, and Mombasa, and Crucified. So you have 4 of the characters given prequel stories, and Crucified, which gives you a little bit of the background story of the old school Predator that's tied up. And so if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Got a commentary by producer Robert Rodriguez and director Nimrod Antal. Evolution of the Species, Predators Reborn. That's a really good documentary, by the way, about the you know, sort of how they approached doing a new Predator movie and stuff like that. The Chosen featurette. Fox Movie Channel presents Making a Scene and deleted and extended scenes. So all in all, a nice package. Now, I've deliberately held off telling you how much I paid for this beautiful edition of Predators with the slipcover in perfect condition. How much was it? Well, it was on sale for $6.99. My lovely employee discount brought it down to $3.34. Yep. I think that could be the deal of the year right there, folks. The least I've seen it for, other than $6.99, is usually around $15-20. So yeah, I got it brand new, factory sealed, with the slipcover for a little over $3. I probably shouldn't be slapping my leg right beside the microphone. So not too shabby. It was definitely $3 well spent. I got a lot of enjoyment out of that, and that's one I will definitely be watching again and again. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this update. As you can probably imagine, I'm looking to stretch out the updates for a little while just to have lots of new content for you. And plus, I like to spend a little bit of time talking about the stuff and giving you some good meaty opinion. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. What will be on next time? What will be on next time? Well, me, presumably. What will I be talking about next time? Well, you'll have to tune in then to find out. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara. Greetings, everyone. Blu-rays. There was a lot of great Blu-ray deals over the course of the Christmas and Boxing Day season. The Boxing Day season? Boxing Day is one day. Yeah. Anyway, the Boxing, Boxing Day, there was the Boxing Week kind of thing, and I'm just babbling. Fuck.